Hi guys, this is Huma Qureshi and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, we have with us a much younger and prettier and far more beautiful version of Huma Qureshi with us. She's just back from UK, and maybe it's the 100 crore value of Jolly, or maybe the fact that she's enjoying wonderful reviews for her movie Viceroy's House. We'll find out about that. So pleasure having you back, first of all, Huma Qureshi.
Thank you very much. That's a wonderful, that's one of your best introductions you've done for me.
Thank you so much. But you know, the moment you came in right now, it felt that it is some other Huma Qureshi that we've known of.
Really?
Considering that we've just interviewed you a few days back at Jolly, so I think it's like Berlin or London. What exactly is it?
ठंड में मैं थोड़ा सुकुड़ गई.
I don't know, but there is. Yeah,
it was very cold.
I'm sure that you must be getting these compliments. So
I don't know. I still think I'm the same person. So I don't know. Maybe नजरिया बदल गया.
नजरिया नहीं, देखिए. look भी बदला है. आप इसको भी आप look के बारे में भी definitely I'm sure that there must be compliment. Yeah, so.
No, there have been, but I don't think I can singularly take full credit for it. I think there are a lot of people जिनकी मेहनत है, my stylist, my hair makeup team जो वहाँ पीछे बैठे हुए हैं. So I don't think I can take full credit for it. I think there are a lot of people who जिनका एक contribution है.
Right.
Collective contribution.
And there's like I think a gradual shift from the girl to more like ladylike elegance.
I really don't know. I really don't know. I think definitely there was at least when I was doing the red carpet at Berlin and London, there was a definite understanding. There was a definite thing that I wanted to sort of put my best foot forward, of course, and also represent the country in a certain way. So I think वो ज़रूर था, but at the same time to sort of in a way, I mean, just put my best foot forward. But you know, so I think that was definitely there. But I don't know if I've carried that back home or not. But it's a good thing if you're saying it. If you're saying it, it must be true.
Definitely. And you're having a lot of firsts to your name. You just went to Facebook headquarters in London. You're having your picture, which has been, I think, documented forever at Berlin Wall, from what I understand. So you are making India proud in a big way. So how does that feel?
Well, it feels very good. I'm making India proud. I'm making my parents very proud. I think that Berlin Wall was very special for me because all films that get premiered at Berlinale, they have this sort of big wall. You're supposed to autograph over there. So I thought that was quite cool because you have some very illustrious people whose pictures are on that wall.
Sure.
So it kind of felt really proud to be there. And I think one of the critics who had seen the film over there, I think it was Raji or someone, I don't remember. And somebody who had seen the film also tweeted saying it's nice to see a desi face amongst all these goras, which I thought was sweet.
Okay, and now Viceroy's House has just released in UK on 3rd March. The reviews are very positive. I was reading, as I was telling you a short while back, that reviews are extremely encouraging. I'm sure that were you expecting something like this? Because considering that Gurinder Chadha's last film apparently has not had such favorable reviews in the first place. So this is a bit of a departure.
Well, I don't look at somebody's last film doing well or not doing well to want to work with that person. I remember the first film I'd seen of Gurinder's was a film called Bhaji on the Beach, which I saw in Gargi College in my school in my college film club. And I love that film. It's a beautiful film about women getting together on a bus, and I thought what a cool film to make. And then of course the whole world saw Bend It Like Beckham, which has been her most famous work till date. I always wanted to work with her, and then when I read the script, I knew this was a script. Gurinder asked me to audition for it. So when I was first sent the script by Seher Latif, the casting director, and she said, you know, if you want to do the film, you first read it, but you have to audition for it. And I loved it. When I read the script, I loved it. I said I have to do it, and I just thought this was an amazing film, and this was a film so outside Gurinder's comfort zone also, because most of her films have been these diaspora films about these desis with families, settled abroad, and they're trying to make sense of this whole multicultural life. Viceroy's House is a much bigger film. It is about the partition. It is about the creation of Pakistan, about India getting divided, about people, what happened, about British politics, about world leaders sitting together and deciding how to cut up India really, and very geopolitical, which definitely for her, especially because she's a British filmmaker who is Punjabi, who's now a mother, who has this Japanese American husband. So for her, I think it was a very interesting film to make, and it's an Indo-British co-production. So it's a very unique perspective to the film. It's not a British point of view of what happened in India 70 years ago. It's not an Indian perspective or a Pakistani perspective, but it is a very unique perspective to look at this whole episode from a very human point of view. You know, how do common people really suffer? Is it important to really point the finger and say, "Aapki galti thi, aapki galti thi"?
No, absolutely. From whatever reviews I've read, and there have been quite a few of them, as I was telling you about the Fatima Bhutto one as well. But whatever I gathered, I could just notice that Lord Mountbatten was called as Dickie, and one of the reviews it ended with the fact that Dickie would have been happy with this, and there are others which said that it presents the entire divide and rule element, and the fact that
Dickie was his pet name, you know that, na? Yeah, it was घर का नाम.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
घरेलू नाम था उनका. तो उसमें that almost everyone should be happy with that maybe the Indian perspective as well as the Pakistani perspective. Do you agree with that maybe it just covers various perspectives, and it's not easy to cover all the perspectives
it is not. It is not an easy film to make.
Because it's like a very complicated thing.
It is. It is.
The partition will always remain very complicated.
यार हम लोग मतलब we Indians and you know we feel even after 70 years very strongly about it. अच्छा मुझे अजीब क्या लगा when we went and we were promoting the film अभी in London. A lot of people told me, British people, that they didn't know about this. They didn't know that there was something called the partition that happened in India and Pakistan.
Oh.
The British Raj is something they are not taught in schools. It is so I'm like, so what, you study the monarchy and then you study and then you read the paper today, so there's this big gap in the education, I guess, over there, because it's just not taught about. And I was like, really? Right. The history of our countries has been affected by this one episode singularly, and you guys don't know about it. Right. For a lot of people it was the first time they got to know about the partition, and I was very surprised, and I realized what a big responsibility I guess all of us had, you know, to introduce this Western audience to a part of history that they have no clue about. Right. And also in India and Pakistan it's so sensitive, somebody or the other is always going to be unhappy because they feel कि आपने ठीक से represent नहीं किया. From our point of view, at least we have tried to, at least Gurinder has. I mean it is her film, honestly it is her film to defend, but as an actor we were very clear that, you know, we were supposed to just play these people who are caught in this one place in time, and how would you react? Like my character Alia is this Muslim girl who's in love with a Hindu boy.
Correct.
And the country is being divided.
Right.
So what do you really do? And this is a problem that anybody could have, you know.